Did the IRS really hire tens of thousands of new agents? This is a myth that's been circulating for a while, so I thought it's important to set the record straight. While people like Ted Cruz are pushing sound bites like an army of 87,000 new agents hired to come after you, the reality is quite different, and phrases like this are just that. Sound bites. Here is the truth. The department has asked for money. That is true. The request for IRS fund was included in the Inflation Reduction Act, but one of the key objectives of this request is to close the tax loopholes that have allowed some of the largest corporations in America to become essentially immune from taxation. Additionally, the Treasury Department in this report outlines future needs of the IRS, saying that the agency will need to hire 87,000 new people, not agents, by the year 2031. So this hiring number isn't happening right now, it's happening over the course of a decade. And the vast majority of these hires are required because the IRS projects that over the next 5 years, over 60% of its workforce will retire. The vast majority of these hires, which again are replacement employees, don't work as agents. They work in IT services, taxpayer services, customer service, and so on. So not new employees, and not new agents. Now, there will be net new hires, of course. The agency forecasts that after all of the replacement hires have taken place, that the agency will be able to hire roughly 20,000 new people. New people overall, not new agents. And you know why that is necessary? Because the agency is woefully understaffed. At the beginning of this program, the agency counted 73,000 roughly full-time employees versus the 100,000 employees that it had several years ago. And again, all of these people are not agents. They do things like IT services, customer service, taxpayer services, things that make your life as a taxpayer a little easier. And proof that this strategy works is in articles like this that share data that show that hold times once the hiring started went substantially down. But what about those pesky new hires that are also net new agents? Yes, they will be hired. They will be a fragment of the 87,000 new hires, but their focus will be primarily one, and that's going after large corporations whose audit rate fell 50% over the last several years. And if you're wondering if this strategy works, consider that the IRS has announced that it has already recovered over $500 million from wealthy taxpayers. So no, the IRS isn't hiring an army of agents to come after you. In fact, it's not even hiring 30,000 new agents. What it is doing is adding resources to make sure that you get better service and that wealthy non-payers finally carry their fair share. Which makes you wonder who the GOP is really protecting in trying to stop funding for a project like this. I hope this helps.